sample data. And so we did not want to disturb any world leaders, and the world has changed. You guys were very primitive. Yeah, when I saw you the first time, me specifically, when I saw you guys the first time, you were not here, and you definitely could not get surgery to correct any vision issues. And honestly, I never saw any humans with vision issues back in the day. Yeah, so maybe it's a new thing. I'm not quite sure. Alright, can you just stay still? I'm going to get a hair sample. Yes, we like to be as painless as possible, so we do just brush your hair until a couple hairs come out. In the past, we've just like yoinked it out, but we thought that wasn't fair. A lot of less intelligent than you, life got very upset by that. Yeah. Anywho, now I need to take a real skin sample. Yeah. So I'm just going to clean the area. We'll get back to your eyes in a little bit. I know I did drop something in there, but it needs to settle. It's not immediate. Okay, I'm just going to take a skin sample, if that's okay with you. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Ready? Okay, hold on. Just going to disinfect the area. So, our technology is very, very, very advanced, especially compared to you guys. Sorry, my accent modulator got a bit confused. We are very advanced, but the downside is your atmosphere can't handle our technology, and I would love to be in our ship, but we can't afford that right now. In the past, hold still for me, this is gonna hurt. your species. So, sorry, 1 second, I can't really hear him correctly without this. Yeah, he's on a screen behind you. If you haven't noticed, he's not actually here. Oh, you haven't been able to see. Let me see if I can move your chair. Unfortunately, you are strapped down, and because we had a lot of problems, you know, you've heard about them at this point, you are completely strapped down, but they're on a screen behind you, and I can't show you, but that's why I have this in my ear. I know, a bit silly. Alright. So, I'm just going to take some more samples, mainly of your tears. So I'm going to apply some pressure to your tear duct. Okay, I'm just going to press in here. Good. Press in here. Good. Press right there. Eventually something will come out. Hold on. I will try with the glove, because sometimes the glove is just a little bit better. Okay, I'm just going to apply some pressure right there. Just going to press, 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 press. 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 Fantastic. Wow. How wonderful. Okay. I'm just going to... Perfect. Got the water sample. Now I need your nail sample. So let me just... Can I see your hand? Yes, for just a moment. Just give me your hand. Great. Yeah, you're strapped down, but I wanted to give you arm access because it feels a bit restricting. So you're like, you know. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Fortunately, that one nail's a little long. We don't need the entire thing. In the past, when our technology wasn't as great when we came here the first time, unfortunately, we did take some samples back, so we know a little bit, but we just want to do a little bit of an update because you guys have done like major things since we've been here. A couple world wars, yes, very intense It's okay.